We'll try this again. Okay, now we're live. Hey everyone, it's Tommy Ady here, and there's a recurring theme in my head for the last month or so, and I was like, I need to share this with everybody. So the message today is you gotta keep on putting gas in the tank. Anyone that's been selling for a while probably knows that most new salespeople do a pretty spectacular job selling for the first 30 or 90 days, right? I did it when I started selling, and maybe you did the same thing when you got started. Then we start to catch on to how the sales process works, and we back off. Now, I've experienced this a number of times throughout my career with everything that I've done. I've made this mistake and I've learned from it, and hopefully I won't make this mistake again. But a lot of times what happens is we start having success with something right. We're like, this is amazing. I'm really good at this selling thing. And then you stop doing it for some reason. Take sales, for example, because that's what we all do. We're really good for a bit, and then we stop getting better, or maybe we even go backwards. So I have morning meetings with my platinum group of dealerships and their salespeople sometimes, like once a week. So most of them have some salespeople with these problems. They're 30 or 90 day wonders, and then they never progress again. They sell a ton of things, and then they stop. Here's what happens though. The salesperson starts, they're excited, management's excited, they've got this new spectacular salesperson. They help this person out for a month or so with sales training, maybe some business cards, product knowledge, and then the excitement is gone. It wears off. What happens is in the beginning, a bunch of fuel got put into the fire to get that thing red hot, but then someone quit fueling the fire. Know what I mean? Managers start to notice the new guy has some faults. The new guy catches on that competing businesses, other dealerships have lower prices. There's wholesalers out there. A lot of customers show up without money or they have bad credit. Our new business cards never get ordered. I've heard that a lot. We announced on Facebook to all of our friends and family about our new sales position, and then we never say a word about it again. No more Instagram posts about cool things, no stories. You see where I'm going? The things that helped get us started with such a bang, we quit doing. And we forget about the fuel that was bringing people into our business, into our lives. And at first you don't notice it because you're having so much success with the existing customers. They came in, they were great, right? You're selling your family members, your friends, their friends, getting referrals, but eventually it starts imploding and your business starts to die. Your income drops. I've seen so many people who get into my world and they hear me talk about, you need to dress for the job. Look great, get your head right, use either or questions, do demos, tell everybody on social media what it is that you're doing now. Create an email list, add to it every single day and send a regular newsletter out each week or at least each month. Don't wait for your boss to order business cards because he might not. And if you don't have the money for your own cards, then go over to a site like Vistaprint to create a temporary card that at least you can save it as a JPEG, add it to your phone, and now you're gonna have a card that you can text to everybody and email to everybody, even though you don't have the cardboard one. If you're afraid of letting your customers into your personal life on social media, then create a page for your customers. So they do some of this stuff for like a month. That's what people do, a month and a half. And then they start making some sales and then they stop collecting email addresses. They stop trying to give everybody a demo. Rather than write people up to show them a written price quote, they start giving them verbal price quotes, verbal payments. No more sitting people down at a desk because they're like, I'm making money, things are great. And they quit doing everything that got them there. Let's cut off the fuel that's building my business. That's what happens. And logically, you're like, I would never do that, right? But how many of you guys are still getting an email address and cell phone number from every single prospect that buys or doesn't buy? How many of you are sending those people emails? You're not. All right, that means you cut off the fuel to your success. It's way too easy to quit doing what got you to where you're at. You salespeople and dealers and entrepreneurs out there, don't quit fueling your fire. Dealers, send a weekly email, update your Facebook page every day. Don't rely on somebody else to do it. Update Instagram with stories. Do a flyby in the showroom with your customers to say hi to them. Salespeople, dress like you know you should. Update your Facebook every day about what you do. Don't wait for your dealer to get your cards. Create a temporary one on Vistaprint if you're concerned about not getting your cards soon enough. I would. Do things as you were taught with the write-up, with presenting numbers, getting names, phone numbers, and email addresses. Do everything that got you to where you're at. Then you can go from sales 101 to sales expert. The experts already have their card on their phone. They've got a credit app on their phone. They already have high impact email templates on their computer and their phone. They already have automated follow-up systems that they're using. You can never have that stuff if you quit fueling the fire that you had in the beginning. I just wanted you guys to think through that, because you guys are going to go through these cycles and you'll be focusing on, how do I make it rain? How do I get some traffic? How do I bring people in here to my business? And you're doing that and doing that, and all of a sudden your list and your customer base will start growing. And then what's going to happen? I'm warning you, to those that haven't done it yet, and I'm reminding you for those that have, you're going to shift your focus, and you need to make sure that it's fueling the fire. But the big thing is you can't stop. No matter what happens in life, how down you get, how little money you have, or what's happening, how small your paycheck is, you have to keep fueling the fire. So if you stop bringing new fuel into the fire, new customers, while they might be hot and responsive now, it'll continue to get worse and worse until eventually you're broke or out of business. All right, there's your word of warning. Fuel your fire. Keep it going. Don't back off, even when it seems like I don't need to do this anymore because I'm making big money and people love me. Hey, thanks everybody. Talk to you soon. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks.